Everybody love, everybody know how it go. Everybody people, everybody bleed, everybody needs some. Everybody love, everybody know. I've been knocking Joe down like it, witness. God is my witness, I'm witness, but on the real I think I need another witness. If it was 17, black daddy, white mama wouldn't change a thing. Light skin, certified as a house. Go figure, in my blood is the venom master. It's like the devil playing space with the pastor. But he was born with the privilege. Man, what is that? People told me as a child, as a little boy playing with his toys, I should be ashamed. And some people look ashamed when I rap, like my great-granddaddy didn't take to the back. Not accepted by the ghetto. I don't give a praise God, I can see the light. Everybody talk about race this, race that. I wish I could erase that, face facts. Everybody people, everybody bleed, everybody needs some. Everybody love, everybody know how it go. Everybody people, everybody bleed, everybody needs some. Everybody love, everybody know. Okay, I was gone for a minute, but I'm back now.
Welcome in, everyone. I'm your host, Larry Ridley, and this is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. On deck, we've got a great matchup in store between the Desperados and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Desperados enter this one knowing that this game could very well be won or lost down in the trenches. From an offensive perspective, they'll need to keep their quarterback upright to have a chance, and defensively, it's going to be about containing the running game.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He'll look to throw. And he will take it in for the touchdown.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. They'll look to throw. Bryant with a catch right side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And now running right through it.
And that one, Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Bree's going to throw here. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a gain of 5, and it's a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
To throw is Breeze. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Ryan Shazier not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Back to throw, Breeze. Fighting to stay upright. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was...
up the bills with my dominant hand. Yo, choose up. Take this. Appreciate it. This too. If I tear up the rim shot. I'm going global, coast to coast like my G.I. Joe present. I've yet to see a Cobra. So off my rocker got me sipping club soda. Some bombs never go off. Some stars never blow up. I'm pitching in, never in the dugout. Reaching in my and I can't take a head count. Flashback, 03, things was looking run down. Now I set foot in the place. It's a luau, killing like 10 counts. Y'all know how we get down. House with the fence around. Y'all know that we en route. Transition from the Impala to the Fisker. I should charge admission for that to get the dessert. Left the doors up, now the Lambo has pigtails. Since you getting comfy, I'ma let you sit there. I'ma let you stay there. When I shed a tear, they didn't have no care. So I'ma charge retail. I brought some cause you say you want sit. If you love sick in the room, you best get well.
Hello, everybody. Larry Ridley welcoming you to Madden Ultimate Team. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the Wizards. The Wizards come into this challenge game knowing that they're in for it.
And on second down, the offense gets ready to rock. Now Breeze throwing on second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lynch. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And partner, a little bit of a Bronx cheer from this crowd because that's the first down they have gotten, and we're in the fourth quarter.
So you have to flip it over and look at what the defense has been doing. I mean, it's very simple to say, wow, they haven't gotten a first down. What are they doing wrong offensively? Oftentimes, that means the defense is beating them to the punch, beating them to the hole each and every time, faster to the football. And I think that's what we've seen in this game.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. And they rattle off a big one, 41 yards. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Again, it's Breeze. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Tommy Bohannon, a 5-yard touchdown. And his guys are just an extra point away now from taking the lead in this game. And it is good. So they take the lead, and now the pressure falls on their defense to try and hold on. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And he gets this from the midfield before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Back to throw. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Let's go. Green 39.
Savage now to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going on the field, but okay, I see you. Here is Savage. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now, defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. Now it's Savage. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Lamar Miller. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. How many practices have we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there?
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? They'll try and run it in with Miller. And he will dive drive into the end zone, and the two-point conversion is successful. And so they run it in on the two-point try. And it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the two-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the two-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for two. Breeze to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now a desperation throw deep. It's caught inside the 25. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Yes, it was a touchdown. And not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. Now Breeze. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
I know we have individual minds, but I think we're thinking as one on this one, and one was the number, wasn't it?
Yeah, kick the extra point. Now you need a miracle. You need an onside kick quickly and to do something spectacular.
I mean, going for two there, either they felt like this is all we've got left, we've got to win it right now, or they've got some incredible miracle special teams play to get the ball.
Now a hit and a loose football. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this one? This is pretty big.
I put a star. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And that one results in 35 yards.
Brandon, that tackle right there, that might have just saved the ball game.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount.
Honorable C notes.
Yeah, little fish. I say, Lord, be my savior when it comes to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save us. Say amen. Amen, amen, amen. Yeah, amen. That boys in that game win. Can't win, can't win, can't win, can't win. Jet. Going up, going up, going up. We in it, we gonna. Going up, going up, going up. Did it like my persona. Going up, going up, going up. Ripping up was honest. We used to drive them Hondas. Then we pull up in the Fondas. Glow up, walk in. Show up, baby, hold up, glow up, boy, don't touch, we flow up, yeah, I'm laughing to the bank, all new blue Benny Franks, pulled up, put him in the tank, yeah, that guy just a rap guy, I'm so mad, fly in, he ain't, let me back, I gave me, until I was going on, I'm Miami, they all cornballs, they can't stand me, I finesse, I hit, get a plan. Let's go that my whoa. No low. Got screen on yo-yo. She post up her MCM and we like that JoJo. When we out and we see him, he always ask for photo. I say, Lord, be my savior when it come to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save us. Say amen. Amen. Yeah, amen. That boys in that game win. Can't win. Jet.
fashion tucky. Don't need. I walk up in demons, spin 10K just like it's nothing. I hang with the demons, they don't play by me, we cut. Woo. I was coolin', Atlanta, mixed with the Fanta. All them, I got Santa. I go monkey, all that. Gonna do just what I say. Pull up, crash the Uber in that race. She so bad, but she said. I feel guilty, I might as well just plead my case. I say, Lord, be my savior when it comes to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save her. Say amen. Yeah. That boys in that can't win. Check. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Going up. Did it like my persona. Going up. Ripping up was honest. We used to drive them Hondas. Now we pull up in the furnace. Glow up. Walking. Show up. Baby, hold up. Glow up. Boy, don't touch. We glow up.
Yeah. Young Gerald. Yeah. Die line with the boom pow. Every week now I switch to a new style. 212s in the back just blew out. Everything I do end up in the news now. Yeah. Lead a club with a few now. Just some Hollywood and they do. I'm in the mood now. 2 a.m. What you wanna do now? What you wanna do now? Little baby pass. Don't spill on me, that's Margella. Got this Oakland game to tell her. She look familiar. Like Coachella, what's her name? Isabella, forget it, yeah. It's like a week ago, but we both know how weekends go. Tryna function, got some places we could go. Lockjaw got me speaking slow like, yeah, I'm blessed. I don't GA. You tryna, yes on yes. Say less. Say less. You ain't go. Say less. Yeah. Say less. Hey girl, what it do? If you got friends, cool, bring a few through. No fun if the homies now R.I.P. Nate Dogg, this too true. And you know what I'm down for. Round 2, round 3, and a round 4. Mood switch when she knocked at the front door. Next up was the uproar. Yeah. Was like a week ago, but we both know how weekends go. Tryna tuck off, got some places we could go. Swear she got the like wow, she's blessed, I'm blessed. I don't GA. You tryna yes on yes. Say less. Say less. You ain't go. Say less.
Sheesh. What you saying? I don't understand. I'm out my mind. I popped. Sheesh. I swear this lockjaw got me stuttering. Girl, you not fall in love again. Sheesh. Get it. My favorite rush. You talkative, ain't gotta say too much. Be quiet. Who got some grapes? I'm trying to. I'm off both of these. Get it. Not complicated. No conversation. Get it. Not complicated. No conversation. Please say less. Please say less. Please say less.
I'm blessed. I don't GA.
A welcome in, everyone, to another edition of the NFL and Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. On deck, we've got a great matchup in store between the Denver Broncos and the Wizards. The Wizards come into this one knowing they've got a big challenge ahead of them. This is always a tough place to play as a visiting team, so getting out to a fast start could be imperative to making this crowd as much of a non-factor as they can be. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at our matchup here. You've got to believe that this is a game that might be won in the trenches.
Oh, without question. This is big person on big person, big unit against big unit.
Meat on meat.
Oh, you got it all. Pick your cliche, but we know this. The ground's going to shake, things are going to rumble, and they're going to have an impact on today's game. We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know they don't have rally caps in football, but Drew Brees would probably put one on right now. This is not the normal Drew Brees performance that we're used to seeing.
No, he's such a yardage guy. I mean, he lives on yardage, and this is rare.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's a guy who's been over 5,000 yards in his career in a single season. He knows how to sling it. Let's see if he can get something done before this one is over. I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Brees, one of the best ever in these situations as he's trying to get his guys set. They'll run for it with Lynch. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now?
Well, win it right now, have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Well, Charles, there's a couple of things at play here. I don't understand why you don't just kick the PAT to tie it this late in the 4th. If you are going to go for it, though, why the fake kick from the 15?
No explanation that I have will make any type of sense. You're exactly right. Kick the extra point, have a tie game, and see what happens down the stretch. But if you're going to go for it, as you said, I want my offense out there, and I like my chances from the 2-yard line, not faking it from the 15.
They'll try and wind down some clock here with Anderson. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And now the offense getting ready on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Brees. Open man right side is Ingram. And he's brought down after a good gain. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Brees now on 1st down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Brees now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Throwing on first down is Breeze. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Now, Breeze again. He's got a man. It's his fullback. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Being chased out left. Throwing right, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Now Breeze, gotta have this one. He finds his man. It's Austin. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. 10 yards on the pickup there, and that enables him to also pick up the first. Now a play fake here on first down, and he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Brandon, we've seen this many times before. They've got the momentum. They just scored. Go for 2 and end this thing now.
And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He wasn't able to really get anything going in regulation. Maybe it'll be a little different story here in overtime.
And it appears that with that call, they want to establish the run in overtime, try and set the tone for what they're going to get done. And you're right, maybe it didn't work so well in regulation. Overtime could be the charm. And by the way, yards count either way.
Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big wide play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
Sanders has it over the middle, and he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
All right, here we go.
Following the penalty, Anderson. And he'll be taken down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might...
Now Simeon stripped. He lost the football. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. 4 quarters with you in this one. I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
You're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy there try to suck the truth. How dare you to suck the truth? Look, you're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy there try to suck the truth. How dare you to suck the truth? Wanna come round there like a bad boy do it. Want all the talking, go on and do it. Running through the party, but look, goes in my ear saying storms don't do it. Devil on my shoulder, I don't lack. Getting with the business, I don't scrap. Even when I'm bar, I'm so easy right, but there's no car and no match. What you talking about? Clown, stand down, never had a thing, never had a pound. You were never bad then, you ain't bad now. Never had them, then look back down. Wait, I saw bare kicks, saw bare clothes. Said not that, I can't wear those. I don't like them, they're not my thing. They went silent, they're all weirdos. Like yeah, storms gone clear. Never had a Tom Ford or a Montclair. Man, them a calm, but you see my done there. Tell them don't do it, don't dare. Don't care who you know from my block. You're not Al Capone, they can take my car and my creps. I'll still do the road in my socks. Like who's gonna stop me? You, him, little man. I got blue slims. Don't be an idiot, move smart. I've been killing it, new king. You ain't ready for my new stuff. You're a boy by yourself, go and group up. And when Crep went states for the BTs, I was covering Crep like a boot cut. If mad, it's a family thing, straight family thing. Dumb man, I broke no salary thing. Had a young thing called Amy telling me to come round hers on a Valerie thing. Hashtag Murky Academy thing. You were like art and the gallery thing. Dumb boy there wanna chat about bars, wanna chat about. You're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy there try to suck the truth. How dare you to suck the truth? Look, I'm too hot. I got money in my shoebox. I'm the man of the house when my show sold out like the brother from the Boondocks. Beat Swan in my boombox. Still meat from the stew pot. Man, I'm go sick when my tune drops. Little man, that's a hooplo, not a hoopla. What? Pronounce it right. I got magic, I'm down to die for this. I don't care, bro, I'm down. Man stressed, so I'm bound to like my slips. Wait, I'm bound to ride for flips. Real G's gonna ride around to this. Man, I got no time to write at this. I never left my 9 to 5 for this waste man thing. I don't care what rave man's in. I came here to relax, but if it gets mad, make a young.
Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air.
And on second down, the offense gets ready to rock. McCown throwing on second. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go. 3-19.
Shotgun here for McCown. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he coughed it up. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a
crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they're going to go for 2. Now Breeze to try again after the pick 6. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. Now McCown to try again after the pick six. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. On second down, here's McCown. A dump off to Forte. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Throwing on first is McCown. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
And that's going to be incomplete. Matt Forte, a great receiver out of the backfield, was the intended target. And that'll make it third down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And who else to make the big play to seal this victory but Richard Sherman?
He does have an exquisite sense of timing, doesn't he? He loves the spotlight, loves the big stage, really feels no pressure when there's a big play that needs to happen, and he just did another one right there. Remember when he knocked one away to seal an NFC Championship game against San Francisco? Yep. And that was really kind of the big arrival on stage for the rest of the world was that play in that game for Richard Sherman.
To throw is Breeze. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
It's caught inside the 25. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. Breeze is looking to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and
Styles on them like it's common sense.
Hopped out the Benz like it's common sense. Put a monkey on my feet like it's common sense. Got gorillas in the streets like it's common sense. Stack the money heads up like it's second nature. Gotta stay pulled up like it's second nature. Keep a chip in my ear like it's second nature. Big make me stare like second nature. Says disappear like second nature. On the same block like an hour later. Whole team eating but it's only right. There's a spare plate but you're the phony type. J-Hut's ugly in it. Baby 1 minute. You're looking wicked. Hey yo, I started off gentle. My stroke game mental. My lifestyle eventful. I didn't mean to offend you. Fendi belt saying I style like I'm mental. Moving wild and mental. I made another 5 this week. Your money playing hide and seek. I don't even like to speak. I just tell him high and by. Slide off automatic high and die. High and die. High and die. Doing styles on them like it's common sense. Hopped out the Benz like it's common sense. Put a monkey on my feet like it's common sense. Got gorillas in the streets like it's common sense. Stack the money heads up like it's second nature. Gotta stay pulled up like it's second nature. Keep a chip in my ear like it's second nature. Big make me share like second nature. Say you're gonna do it, yeah, I haven't did it. I'm handling it, handy with it. Think I'ma do it, let that do it. Bang. Stick jam like what happened to it. Was it not working, bruv? Why you think I'm lurking, bruv? Creep on him, lean on him. Witnesses eavesdropping, keep popping. They keep bopping like I ain't seen nothing. Don't make me upset. Reach for an object. Who's that in the passenger? Brown skin, got big body. In my face, on me. Money, I got that from me. You're not popping, never pop nothing. Stop bluffing. Your opinion always destined for brilliance. Wouldn't rest on a million. Dressed as civilians. All them masked up looking creepy. Park up, jump out, jump in. Skirt out like it's too easy. If anybody else didn't see me. Doing styles on them like it's common sense. Hopped out the Benz like it's common sense. Put a monkey on my feet like it's common sense. Got gorillas in the streets like it's common sense. Stack the money heads up like it's second nature. Gotta stay pulled up like it's second.
I say, Lord, be my savior when it come to getting this paper. People take me from my haters. Just say me and I won't ever say amen. Amen, 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 yeah. Amen. That boys and they can't win. Can't win, can't win, can't win, can't win. Check. Going up. Win it, we gonna. Going up. Did it like my persona. Going up. Ripping them was honest. We used to drive at them Hondas. Now we pull up in the Fondas. Glow up. Walking. Show up, baby, hold up, glow up, boy, don't touch, with the fan up. All them, I got Santa. I go monkey. All that. Gonna do just what I say. Pull up, pass the Uber in that race. She so bad, but she said. I feel guilty, I might as well just plead my case. I say, Lord, be my savior when it come to getting this paper. Please protect me from my.
Today to talk about how I feel, and I feel like that we are treated differently than other people, and I don't like how we're treated, and just because of us doesn't mean anything to me.
It's just the way I feel. Mine's been racing so long, yeah. It's just no way problems alone, and I really can't take it no more. I've been fighting temptations, my Lord. I'm young and I'm restless, and I really can't help it. I never felt selfish before. I've been living so reckless, I know. Tell me, Lord, can you help me? I said, Lord, can you help me? Now everybody got problems, yeah, but waiting no one way to solve them. I really came up from the bottom, struggling my mama on the last dollar. Hustling, man, I've been putting in these hours. The government been trying to take away what's ours. Really all about the money and the power. I just want to see my people in power. Tell me how we gonna shape this vision.
Some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Panther offense here. They're ready to go on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. And his first pass is incomplete. The new acquisition, Martellus Bennett, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. First carry for the 5-time Pro Bowler, LaDainian Tomlinson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all?
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
On second down, it's Tomlinson. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's got his man Hilton. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. They get 25 yards out of that one. And it'll be 1st down Panthers. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Now the ball comes loose. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on 2nd and 10 now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. To throw is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. That one goes for 6.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Tomlinson. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Again, it'll be Tomlinson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Julius Thomas, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Out to kick is Janikowski. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They start the drive with Lynch. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 2nd down and 4. Shotgun now for Breeze. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, they go Lynch. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, if we had any questions, that run kind of answered him. He's still Marshawn Lynch.
Hasn't lost a thing. Maybe running with a renewed sense of purpose and energy after that year off. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Steps away to his left. He'll let it fly for... That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So 1:56 to play in this first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. He'll find Clark open right side. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. Breeze to throw for it on fourth. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Tavon Austin. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. Able to spin free. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Carolina getting the second quarter. Not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking deep for Hilton. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into...
Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Why does Larry always do that? He just stops talking. But let's go play the third quarter. I'm psyched. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Breeze now on first down. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second down now after the pass completion. On second down, Lynch. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Breeze now to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Breeze now on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Here's Breeze to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a play fake here on first down. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be knocked down sideways right at the 20. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And we're back now in Charlotte. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Now Breeze. He'll dump it off complete to Lynch. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Third down. It's Lynch. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And Zerline's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
Carolina getting set to take the field. Rodgers now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. Oh, it still won't go down. A gain of 32 that time.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Rodgers now on first down. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Rodgers now to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. They'll run Tomlinson, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On second down, here's Rodgers. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now third and goal.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third and goal. He'll look to throw. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. That's not exactly what you want there, especially given the time on the clock. But now, got to kick the field goal, right?
You do, and actually, you show a little faith in your defense when you do that. Because you kick the field goal here, you're telling them, we believe you'll get the ball back for us for one more shot.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Navarro Bowman coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Five yards left for the offense. It's second down. They'll run again with Lynch. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defensive.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.
No Harvard, but I was a scholar. Hard knocks, and I learned to be smarter. Don't prefer to be bothered. You get if I order. That's word to my father. I will for my mother. Deal with my brothers. Keep it real. Don't talk with no. Plus I duck undercover. Gotta stay on this mission. Got a vision that's endless. They told me don't be a menace. They gon' serve me a sentence. But now I'm up in the illest that did it. Get the cream look. Drop it in it. And I'm shining. Don't got time for the gimmicks. I'm dead. Squad. 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 Square one, it's hard to square up. Everybody got come, mama cries, dead sons. Lord, please bless them. Back to the party, I'm just pouring my. Don't get face that before, so I live it up. When I come, better get them up. That's a floss track, better get them up. I'ma keep eating, it's a dinner rush. I'll let you finish up. Block of diamonds, I can promise I'm being honest. This being modest. I am your Honda, I am the finest. You rappers, plus you a liar. Don't idolize and I don't admire. Been doing me for like ever. I'm a better me, more clever. It's a new way. We surfing, baby, new age. That's a certain, baby. Let's take a ride. Put your for the ones that die. It's vows tonight. Just you and I get lost tonight. Then lose your mind. Squad. I'm dead. Squad. I'm dead. Squad. I'm dead. Squad. I'm dead. Squad.